and Cambria, No World for Tomorrow. This was just released
about a month ago.
A couple months ago, I believe. 10/23/2007?
Yep.
I decided, after several rave reviews from you and a couple other people, especially a whole thread about it on the Wrestlecrap forums, I had to pick it up.
Of course you had to pick it up. It's Coheed. It's like a requirement.
They had a couple other Coheed CDs at Best Buy as well, but I don't feel like paying the $12, the $13 for stuff they already have.
Yeah, true.
But enough about that. Let's talk about this CD for right now. First thing I want to get through is the cover art.
Alrighty.
You have your CD right in front of you, I assume.
No, I don't.
Well, do you at least have a song?
I know what it looks like, though. So.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, there are two types of the CD. There's the regular CD, which you can find for $10, and it's just a small slipcover version. Or you can man up, pay the $15, and get the deluxe edition, which I proudly own.
Yeah, and I own and got like 4 days before it came out. The benefits of pre-ordering. Kids, take it from me. Pre-order your albums. It is awesome.
I'll take your word for it. That's if I ever find an album that I want to pre-order. Which is like trying to find a dry spot in the ocean.
With enough work.
It takes something impressive to get me to buy an album outright. This is no exception, ladies and gentlemen. This is a great album.
Yes, it is.
First of all, ladies and gentlemen, the cover art is fantastic, both inside and out. And if you buy the deluxe edition, not only do you get the CD, but you also get a bonus DVD. And at the time of this review, I have yet to look at it.
As have I, because I don't have it on me. It is still in Nikki's car as far as I'm aware. So I don't have the DVD at the moment.
Pretty much what I have to say, it's 13 tracks. And it seems to me like ever since In Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth 3, their second album, they always have this story mode that they go on with the last few songs of the album.
Well, the whole thing is a story, so every single album is all part of one big story, so.
I assume, sort of like what Zombina and the Skeletones did.
Do what?
Zombina and the Skeletones did that for their albums.
Sure. I know who they are, but I've never listened to them. But
they're actually quite good.
I'll have to check them out. But in any case, yeah, it's the entire album set of Coheed and Cambria is a giant concept album. It's split up into 5 parts, and the 5th part has not come out yet. But in any case, yeah, like with every single album since In Keeping Secrets, they've had like anywhere from like a 3 to 5 song suite that kind of carries on the same sort of idea, and all of the songs involved in the suite. And like in Keeping Secrets, it was the Valerian Camper, which was about the character Al the Killer. From Fear Through the Eyes of Madness, it was about just like the writer's world and the world of Coheed and Cambria kind of clashing. Mm-hmm. And then on this one, I'm not real sure what it's about because I haven't really gotten time to decipher the story from this one yet. But
I'll just say that it's entitled The End Complete.
Yeah, it is The End
Complete. The Fall of House Atlantic, which is a reference to one of their best songs from their second album, A Favorite House Atlantic. You know, your eyes tell the story of yada yada yada.
Why don't we leave that to Claudio?
The lead singer?
Yeah.
I understand that. Then there's Radio Bye Bye. The End Complete. Having the title of your suite in the middle of your suite.
Yeah.
Then you have The Road and the Damned, and finally On the Brink. And with this CD, you could pretty much... It's kind of hard to tell how they replaced the drummer. I couldn't tell.
I could tell a little bit of difference in style because Josh Shepard had more of like a he had a really bassy style. He did a lot of bass work he did a lot of really impressive stuff with only one foot instead of double pedal. He just did single pedal work, but it sounded like double pedal work. But it was really kind of a unique style, and the new guy was actually the official drummer for the band didn't, as far as I'm aware, do any of the drum work on the album because they hadn't solidified who was going to be the new drummer. So who actually did do the drumming on the album was Taylor Hawkins from the Foo Fighters. And so that's actually the drummer on the album.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
But do they actually have a new drummer right now, or are they just a
the drummer that they have now, they replaced Josh Eppard with Chris Penny formerly of the Dillinger Escape Plan. And that's good because he's a really talented drummer. So it works out for the best. And I've seen them live with Penny, so it worked out really well.
At Warped, right?
Yeah, it was at Warped Tour. I almost died seeing Coheed and Cambria, so you know how devoted I am.
You almost died at that performance, I believe.
Yes, I did. I almost, had a heat stroke, but it was totally worth it. Even though I've seen them, 4 times before that, but I'm a loser, so,
Well, I'm a bigger loser. I haven't even been to a concert.
That's true, but, you could go sometime.
Yeah, but Seattle hardly any good... Well, Circus Survive came because I had no
Seattle's a huge music town. You should keep your eyes out for some better stuff, because there's a lot of good stuff that comes there.
I know, but most of the stuff, it's either rap, which I hate, or R&B, which I could leave without. Oh, we just got a message on the forums. Rock Louder gave this album 2 out of 5 stars. Gave the Coheed and Cambria No Word for Tomorrow album 2 out of 5 stars. Your thoughts?
Douche cunts.